Welcome to another edition of BMO Radio. I'm your host, Greeze. Thank you for joining me this evening. I got my co-host with me, Chazzo, in the building. Chaz, you in the building?
Yep. What's going on,
What's
Coach?
going on, please?
Another one.
I'm
or
well,
DJ
man.
Khaled, another one.
I'm here fighting these allergies, man, but I'm here, man. And I got E-Dub. E-Dub, you on the line, E-Dub?
Yeah, what's good, man? What's good, Chaz?
What's going on? Listen, man, I got inspired, man. I saw that little video you put up, that little workout video. You know, Coach been in the gym. I've been in the gym hitting them things.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know, that was actually our inspiration video for the last trip we had. So there was some chatter in the chat talking about certain women we can't handle them. I said, well, I don't know what you doing, but I know what BMO is doing, and this is what we show and prove. We showing work, and you see the vets was in that video putting in work.
I know. I got some footage. I can take some fresh footage, Coach. Coach ain't that far behind. You know what I mean? I done shed a couple of pounds and put that work in. I did some boxing today. That left hook is sweet. That left hook to the body is sweet. So I've been putting that work in. I said, man, hold up, E. Let me add some footage to that. Let me add something. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm glad to have you guys on, man. And tonight we want to talk about a little bit, give some updates on the Memorial Week trip, and also give some sound advice on how to move around, certain mannerisms and stuff that you have to have when you moving around in Brazil, especially to the rookie class. So and how to get them prepared. So this is kind of like orientation for you guys. So I got the vets, I got leadership here. I got the GM on the line too as well. Ralphie, what's up, brother? How are you?
What's up, brother, man? How's it going?
Yo, GM. Well, man.
Man, good to hear.
I got E-Dub and Chaz on the line with us too. So, So before we jump into that, I just want to ask E if we can give a quick update as far as the head count, what kind of head count we got, and how we looking for the memorial.
Well, you know what? That's funny you asked that because somebody just hit me up about 15 minutes ago before I even got on the call, and he's sliding in the third base coming in on home. So right now we at 23.
Okay, we got 23, so we got a few. You got any possibles? You know, this is like a spades hand. You got any possibles?
Yeah. Well, you know, we got a few possibles. I think they're going to come around. It just takes a little bit more time and orientation about what's going on. But I think the closer the trip comes, guys will get a little antsy. And they they really want to get in like that double dutch. They jumping. They don't know. But I'm letting guys know the cutoff date is coming real quick. April 28th, we shutting it down. So get in now.
There you have it.
Stay home.
Yeah, there you have it. April 28th is a cutoff date. We've been more than patient, been giving out information. The group trip, I have guys that have been hitting me up in my DMs, and I try to give them a brief orientation before I slide them over to you. So we don't waste time. That's right. Hey, you serious about going? This is what it is. Here's the itinerary. This is what it costs. This is what you get for your cost, for your expense, and move around from there. Now, what kills me, I think the group trip is $499. Guys want to know if the flight, the logic, where you go for $499. For 7 days, all
right,
that
you can't sit here and be telling me that
know.
they believe that like for $499 they getting like all the tours, the flight, and the room board is included. Come on, man.
Yes. I can co-sign what Coach is saying. I've had the conversations, and I kind of looked at them. Okay, well, guess you didn't read the flyer. You just want to go, but hey, man.
They want to know why the flight ain't included. And all the bills and hanging out spots and lodging. Like, man. Yeah, so guys, listen. Read read the itinerary, read it again. Please read it again, and it breaks down the events to and from, where you're going, what days, what time, and you break that down. Now, for the vets that have been out there, looking at the price point of that. If you're traveling out there by yourself and you do that, you're going to spend way more money than that. And the fact that you're going in a group makes it more cost effective. So we had the GM that went out there to scout these locations and make it cost effective so you can come out and have a good time. So it cuts out where am I going to go today? What are we doing today? I don't know what this spot is. Where should I go? I'm not sure what's happening. It stops you from sitting in one spot for the duration of your trip. Trust me, it is cost effective. I don't know where you go overseas for $500. You want everything. Dude said the larger the flight, I guess the bill or the flight, what you want, first class ticket too, all that included.
Yeah. Well, those a lot of those guys, they're rookies, and they don't really understand the process. And like I said, that's also being part of that matrix mindset. It's like, I want to get everything inclusive. Well, when you travel the world, it doesn't work like that. You have to be able to prep. That's why everybody can't do this. A lot of people want to do it, but most people can't do it. So you have to be prepared on this stuff. But even like you said, it's still cost effective, because a lot of times people come to a spot and they just stay in one spot because they don't know the lay of the land, how to move, and they don't speak the language. So they're down there and they're thinking this is it, when you don't really get a chance to explore outside of the tourist area, because there's so much more to it than the spot that you're in. That's the great thing about being on a group trip, because we have so many guys that are repeat visitors and attendants in the group trip. They know how to move. They know how to take you someplace outside of just the tourist area so that you can see more and be exposed to more. And then that gives you the option. It's like you buying something. You have the opportunity that is presented to you. It's up to you whether you want to choose it or not. But with our group trips, not only do you get that exposure that you normally wouldn't get, but you also get that network and that brotherhood. And like I was explaining to the guy just a couple minutes ago, I was like, that's something that you don't really see in the flight. The network of guys that you connect with. And like I was telling him, I said, I met guys in 2017, and we have been friends since then. It's like we're the best friends. We travel all over the world together. And those guys you connect with in the matrix. And that's a byproduct of you going on a group trip. It really is.
Yeah, and I think one of the key words you said is exposure. You're going to get exposed to something different outside of the tourist area. So I don't know how you guys will value that, but that it's very valuable. And from being on the group trips, and you have some downtime, you'll have some guests that'll take you around. Just want to show you some things too. And one second. Yeah, you'll have more exposure, and you'll get around. So please read the itinerary again. Go over it again. It does not include flight. It does not include lodging. It does not. Now, if you need help with that, I know you had offered some assistance. I've offered some as well. Just hit me up. I know some people there that may be able to help you out in whatever price range that you're looking for. But just hit me up. But it doesn't include all that. Now, I had the question asked to me: do you prefer a hotel or get an apartment? And my advice to you, it depends on you. But if you look at going out and looking to interact and have some fun, you want a location that is guest friendly to your guests. Hotels are usually not friendly to your guests. It's just strictly to the individual who's renting the room, and that's it. So that's what I would say. I don't know, Chaz, you want to add something to that or different perspective?
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, to be honest with you, you're spot on right there, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it depends on you and what you're traveling for, you know, as far as like your room and board. But, you know, just to, you know, piggyback off what you're saying, for the most part, you know, if you want to blow off some steam and you want to go have some fun, things of that nature, you know, it's probably going to be your best bet to get an apartment or Airbnb, you know, just see what the stipulations is around the rules, man, just in case, you know, you never know. Party might come back to your house, and the next thing you know, everybody get kicked out because you're violating rules, and you don't want none of that drama to be coming to your doorstep. So,
yeah, that's the key point. If you're gonna go in an apartment and you're gonna get an Airbnb, most of them are in residential buildings, so you have to follow the rules and regulations of that building. So because you can't go in there and wild out just like you couldn't go in a hotel and just wild out without somebody knocking on your door, and they will remove you from the premise. They will remove you. There's instructions, and they'll give you instructions. This is a residential building. Please don't allow music after 9 o'clock. These people are working. They get up to go to work every day. They're on a regular schedule. They're not on vacation or holiday. So they're set. You're coming in there, and we know you're on holiday, but please, the noise. If you have loud noise in the audience after certain time frame, which they usually post that on somewhere in the apartment to give you the rules. And if you violate those rules, you will have some complications. You will have some complications. Somebody knocking on your door, and if you don't speak the language well, you won't be able to communicate with them. That makes it even more problematic, and get you removed from the premise. And they will not refund your money. They will not refund your money. Once again, they will not refund your money. So, I don't know your budget, but, you want to make sure you don't get put out and you don't have another place to stay. So please follow the rules. Follow the rules. I prefer the apartment route. Last time I was there, I stayed in the hotel because, I wanted fresh towels. I need fresh towels and I want my sheets changed. And all that stuff, but they have that provided for you inside the apartment, but you don't have the cleaning service. I know I'm on vacation. Even when I'm home, I'm lazy. I ain't cleaning shit. I ain't mopping shit. I'll come out. Yeah. I'll come out the apartment for a couple of minutes so y'all can do what y'all got to do, so I can get back in there. But that's me.
Yeah. But you're right, though. You just
want
to
man,
be able to have.
That's funny you say that too, man.
Freedom.
Because go ahead, E.
No. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yeah, man. That's the only thing that sucks about as far as hotels versus apartments or Airbnbs or whatnot. Like when you're in these apartments and Airbnbs, you pretty much on your own. You got to do everything yourself. Versus when you're at a hotel, of course they give you free soap. There you go, soap, fresh towels, fresh linen. Even the bar and breakfast in the morning, especially when you want to get up and you don't want to be walking here or catching an Uber there. You might just go downstairs and grab. You just gotta depend on what you want.
But one benefit of it, of being in an apartment that I do like, because you feel like a local, you feel like one of the locals there. You can go to the grocery store, you can buy you some snacks, or some snacks and stuff. You can fill up your fridge, and you can relax a little bit, man, and you can chill, and you feel like one of the locals. You go to the grocery store, you shop with them, you see how they eat, you see how the supermarket is set up. You get involved, you get a little taste of that culture right there, and seeing how they shop and how they eat. They don't eat like we eat breakfast in the morning, with heavy sweets and sugary cereals and of that nature. So there's mostly fresh fruits and stuff. But I do like that part of it because you feel like a local when you grab that shopping cart and fill your shit up and see what they eat and getting a look about how they're going on the day-to-day with the diet.
Yeah, and that's another benefit too, because you are like a local, so you get a different perspective versus you being in a hotel. you actually get to interact with people and see how they live and see how they move in that country. Because tourists in hotels move one way. They're tourists. They're not really watching their surroundings or see how things go. But if you're there living amongst the people in an Airbnb or an apartment, then you get to see a normal day-to-day life. The doorman greets you, throws his hand up, tells you hola. You know, you throw your hand up and keep moving, boa noite, and all the other stuff. And you just get a different sense of being in Brazil. Like, I'm in it. I'm talking to locals. I'm interacting. And at the hotel, they're there to serve you versus you being in an apartment. You're actually blending in, and you get to see more. And I think that's a big advantage.
Yeah, it's huge because even from the basic interactions and doing transactions, you know, seeing how much stuff costs compared to where you live at in the States and seeing how much difference in the food costs over there. I like doing the transactions when you go in there and you see it, you know, got your little card and you're ringing it up and you know, okay, how much is that? And, you know, man, that would have hit me for that over there. Oh, okay, it's cheap over there. So you get a feel of the economy a little bit and how far your money actually goes when you're going to the local spots and going to the supermarkets and buying groceries and stuff. I like that. I like that part of it because I can control my diet a little bit better instead of serving with the hotel server. You know, no secret, I don't eat pork, so I kind of want to see how my food is being prepared. And you know, in Brazil, you know, that's part of their diet. So going to the supermarket, I can control that a little bit. So I like that. I like that part of it. Then actually staying in the hotel. I think I got the GM back. GM, you back on the line?
Yeah, I'm back. My bad. It was that I got cut off. So yeah, going back to what I was saying before I got cut off. And as far as like when the guys say about hotels and apartments, the reason why you want to actually rent an apartment versus a hotel is because most of the time the guest policy is strict. You know, and you know, in a hotel they have a lot of different restricted rules. At least in an apartment, you could freelance around, you could cook your own food if that's what you want to do, and you have more privacy too. You know, so I always recommend apartments versus hotels, especially for Rio de Janeiro. And you know, the time is going by fast right now. May is around the corner. By the time we know it, the event is here. You know, and we're gonna have a great time. But for sure. We still, you know, for those who hasn't booked yet, we still got time. You know, we got about 19 more days before we close it down. And that's
you got a little time.
April 28th.
You got a little time.
Exactly.
A little time there, so you jump on it ASAP. Now, the next business question that I get, man, and I'd like to hear you guys' perspective on it as well. They ask me how much money should I bring? How much money should I bring? And my advice, I tell them, listen, it depends on your personality. If you're a real conservative, if you're a conservative guy, now the $500 that you paid is going to cover your entertainment expense. So, you know, when we go to the clubs, you go out, we've got a dinner plan, and most of the stuff involves food and feeding you and all that stuff. So all that stuff is taken care of for you for the days that you're going to be there. You have some downtime, but it still all depends on you. If you're conservative, you know you. Me, I'm not traveling 5,000 miles away to be conservative. I want to see what's going on, what's cracking, what's shaking, and keep it moving. Now, I believe the dollar ratio is about 5.6.
It's 5.6 right now. It's 5.6. Last I checked, it's 5.6.
5.6.
It's that type of question. How much should I bring? Yeah. When people tell me how much should I bring, bring enough for you to enjoy yourself. Don't penny pinch, because otherwise you're not gonna mentally have a great time. Because you're gonna be thinking about, man, I'm spending this, spending that. Just bring enough for you to enjoy yourself. Just remember the exchange rate is 5.6 right now, so it's a good exchange rate. You're gonna have a great time. Just bring enough to enjoy yourself. You know,
And remember,
don't
you're
come out to
5,000 miles away from home. You're 5,000 miles away from home. You're going out to enjoy yourself. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. That's bye-bye. Treat yourself, man. Don't cheat yourself, man. So you're 5,000 miles away. There may be some trinkets. There may be some, some paraphernalia you want to pick up. They have a lot of artsy stuff out there. I don't know. Are they still selling some of the art stuff in the middle?
Oh yeah. They still the art stuff. It's still being sold. Yeah. They sell them all. They sell them still.
Are they still? Do they still have the Hippie Fest?
Yeah, they have a Hippie Fest. As a matter of fact, they had one today. They had a Hippie Fest today. I was surprised. It was like 2 blocks away from my place, and I said, man, like every Sunday they have like a fruit market. You know what I'm saying? On Sundays you buy your fruits and veggies, actually juices, or any particular poultry that you want, your seafood, and it's very fresh. And your sugarcane drink, natural raw sugar cane, all that stuff, man. That's on Sundays. That's like around, they start like at 10 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to get all the spices and your typical, organic stuff, they have that street fair. And it's pretty good. It's pretty cool, man. They have
a lot of trinkets in it. They have some trinkets and some trinkets and some other stuff that you can buy. I used to go to the one in Ipanema, the Hippie Fest over there, man.
They have one in Ipanema. They also have it in Lapa. Like in Lapa is on Saturdays, right? In Ipanema they have theirs on Sundays, right? And Copacabana also have theirs on Sundays too. But yeah, it's a good thing because you can pick up your spices, your stuff that you probably want to take back home, and I think it's a good thing, because you get to actually, you get to eat fresh food.
I don't know about them getting some spices. I know what they want to take home, but it just don't fit in the suitcase, so they don't have to do that there. You ain't got a big enough bag. I know what you want to take home with you, man, but it won't fit in the bag. It won't fit in the bag, man. Yeah. But some of the Hippie Fests are real cool places, man. I bought a lot of trinkets, and if you're looking to buy gifts for family members and stuff, I know it's usually on Sundays. I don't know about the one in Lapa, like you said, it's on Saturday, but the one in Ipanema, which is close by, is usually on Sundays. And you can get a lot of good stuff over there.
Well, a lot of good stuff, man. I'm telling you. It's a lot of, and also, and the one they have it in Central too. They have it in Lapa too. So, they still have them even during the pandemic. They still have them.
Okay, so
they'll come out.
The dollar rate 5 to 6. So you can kind of do the math from there. So you can do the math from there. And if you some of the vets, we don't travel that far to sit in an apartment and try to conserve and say, well, I'm gonna hold off and I ain't gonna do nothing today and maybe do something tomorrow and say, we don't do that. We put the gas on we put that foot on the gas pedal and we get it in. So I want to make sure you guys enjoy yourself. So don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself, man. This is one of a lifetime experience for you, especially for the rookies that's never been. Most of the vets, they got it down packed, man. They know how to move it. So they got an idea of the economy there and the currency and how it works and what they can get and how far their money goes. And, there's always going to be not just the trip stuff that we're doing. Sometimes there's going to be late night activities that you want to get involved with. The chicken wing spot. You boys want to know, I'll show you where the chicken wings. They got good chicken wings.
Oh, yeah.
Over there. Yeah, good wings. Good wings over there. Yeah. Yo, hang with me. I'll show you the wing spot.
Used to, Al. Yeah. Used to. Used to.
No more. What you mean used to? No more wings over there?
Man, it's trash. It's like it was just terrible, man. New ownership. And fucking they you know how it is, man. They
they took away the blue cheese dipping sauce. No more blue cheese dipping sauce.
Man, it's terrible. It's not it's not the same, because there's new ownership. So the Brazilian ownership. So that chicken wing spot, nah. Yeah.
Well, we'll find a new one then. We'll find a new chicken wing spot. Brazil got good chicken wings, man. Yeah, they got good chicken wings, man. So one hand, good chicken wings, man. So just keep in mind, after our late night activity stuff, man, chicken wings. Some other spots got some good food, and you want to make sure you're not sitting in and missing out. I'm gonna give you a warning. I'll give a warning right now.
There's a few spots on the list that I got, man. A few good eating spots that you'll like.
Yeah. So make sure you bring, because I don't loan money out, especially the people I don't know. Don't loan money out.
But you will give somebody your cash now.
Yeah. If you had a good time, you like the way Greeze holds it down for you by cash app, I'll hit that off to you. Get that cash, get that rolling. But I've seen it. People come out, man, and they short themselves and get overwhelmed. And I love to help you, man, but I had bad experience, so I'm just giving a heads up now. I don't loan out any bread. I know it's gonna be hard on you. It's gonna be tough, but don't loan out any bread, because I had issues getting it back. And the best way to avoid that, man, and keep the brotherhood strong, is we're gonna stay away from that, especially if I don't know you. If I just met you, If I just met you, it's a brotherhood, man. But you got to build into that for the rookie class. You got to build into that, man. So, my vets, I'm cool with, but
prepare to do some nice walk and a high lot. Those who come on the trip, you still got a month and a half, so it's a good month and a half. Hydrate. Get yourself in a nice little workout routine, because it's a beautiful city. It's a very walkable city. So we do a lot of walking. I'll tell you that. Guys will tell you that. I like to walk the city. I like for people to see actual things, because as you walk, you discover new places. You discover new restaurants, stuff. I mean, I'll be seeing things that I haven't seen, that I haven't even seen. I'm like, man, every day I discover something new, because it's just so many different things to see. When you walk, you get to know the city better. You get to know the neighborhood better, the neighborhood you're in. So, so prepare for that. It's a good enjoyment, too. You get to see the beautiful beaches.
Yeah.
So beautiful area.
Get that agua in you. Get that H2O in you. Try to get you at least a half gallon to a gallon, and get some exercise. Make sure you stretch your legs up. Stretch your legs out, man. Last time I was there, I seen the brother, man, blew a tire. That's when that hammy, he popped one of them hammies, and, you're down. And nothing you can do with that. Ain't nothing you can do with that.
No, because you ain't getting AAA in Brazil. You can forget that.
Yeah, so you just be sitting on the sideline. We try to bandage you up to see, so maybe put a little heat pad on you or something like that, man. But make sure you stretch, get a little leg work in, because you don't want to I'm telling you, blow a tire, and you be on the side of the road.
Hey,
with no AAA.
Hey, listen, I keep my weight off. I keep my weight off, because, like I said, I walk everywhere from Copacabana, Ipanema, the Don't Let Me. I walk. Now, if I'm going to Central, I get on the Uber. But for the most part, that's how my weight stayed off. I walk to the gym from where I'm at. I walk. It's a 15-minute walk. I walk to the gym. Then I come back walking. So that's my cardio right there. Outside the weight room. So, and every corner is a juice bar. Juice bar, this, that. So while I'm walking, I'm just, I'm exposed to healthy things. So it makes the walking more enjoyable. And the beautiful beach, too. Looking at the beautiful ocean makes it more enjoyable. So, it's about the experience. It's about learning. We don't have to get in a cab everywhere we go, especially if we're in Copacabana or in Ipanema. We can walk. It's a beautiful thing to do that, because you get to see everything, and you get to come to things.
Yes, yeah. I just want to make another quick note. I know I live in New York now, and we got some cats going out in New York, and I know marijuana is legal in a lot of states here now. I don't recommend anybody bringing any marijuana with them. They'll check your bags coming in.
Don't do
get hands up at the airport. And I don't know the law in Brazil when it comes to marijuana. I don't know if they look at it the same way. I don't think they do. Look at it the same way we look at it for recreational purposes. And it's not permitted. It's not permitted on the trip. It's not permitted. Any drug use is not permitted on the trip. I know, hey, man, it's just a little marijuana, just a little joint. It's not permitted. And if you found with it, and you're on your own, police get a hold of you, and they're going to shake you down, you're on your own. Drug use will get you kicked off the tour. Is that correct, D?
Let me make it clear. Let me make it clear, just so the guys can know, we are a drug-free zone. If you're caught and I find out you guys are messing with drugs or smoking whatever, you will be removed from the trip. Why? Because we will not get caught up in any drug trouble. We are professional black men with manners, so we have to lead by example. All that stuff that you do back home, leave it at home. Don't do it here, because if you get caught and I find out, you're off the trip. I don't care if you get upset, whatever the case it is, but we will not tolerate a drug abuse environment, whether you're smoking marijuana or whatever. It will not be allowed, because we do not want to get in trouble because of somebody decided to actually have marijuana on him, and the cops pull us over. You got to remember, we're gringos, we're foreigners. If they stop us, they're going to shake us. So just remember, drug-free trip. You can do whatever you want when you get back home, but not here, not in our time. Do that at your off time, away from us. And that's it.
Now, Caipirinhas are allowed and recommended, but know your tolerance level. Know your tolerance level. Once again, you're 5,000 miles away from home. They're good. I know they're good. They're good. They're good as fuck. When they're cold, too, they make them, they're delicious. They are delicious. But they will sneak up on you and hit you with one of them vitamin punches that you didn't see coming. And, we're a brotherhood. We're traveling together. But please, know your limits.
It's vitamin punch.
Yeah. It hit you with one of them. Like, oh, shit. Hit you with, oh, you can. You're like, oh, shit.
And... just remember, my lines are open 24/7. I'll be available 24/7 that whole week. So, another thing I want to remind guys, if you get caught up in a situation that is out of your hand, just contact one of us or me. Don't try to solve it on your own, because otherwise it will not be good. Any particular drama environment that you're trying to get yourself into, don't do it. Just call me, listen, hey, Raphael, something happened. And we will try solve in the most possible way. That is, if you get caught up in a situation that is out of your hand, don't try to solve it on your own. That's why we're here, and you contact any of us.
Yeah, basically, there's only ain't drug use. No drug use. And you ain't try to take nothing from nobody. You can hit me up, but if you try to strong on some shit, you're old. Especially if the police is there. The police is there. I start speaking Portuguese on you. Shit, you got a wrong number. No shit.
But yeah,
that's nothing pretty.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point, because a lot of guys they come from the States and they think that they can still do what they do in the States in another country.
Right.
And I want to remind these guys, you got to look at it like this. This is an away game, so you're a visitor. That's their home field, and they have the advantage in multiple ways. So you need to be on your best behavior. You need to be mindful of your environment, how you interact with the locals, because trust me, you stand out. They know you're an American, and they're watching. So if you act bad, it's going to spread. They're going to say, those black Americans, they come down here, they're disrespectful. We don't like them. And that puts a stain on our image as we come there. We want to come there and leave a great impression. We want to leave it better than it was when we got there, because we're trying to build something more than just being here sometimes. Some brothers are coming down there to get away, get out of the matrix. I get that. Other brothers are coming to get out of the matrix, and then they see the opportunity to have more outside of the matrix. So they want to establish those relationships, friendships, and get acclimated to the surroundings that they could possibly be living in the future. So you have to be mindful of where you're at, because these people are looking at you. They really are, and they know. You think if you go out there and act a fool, nobody's going to know? Trust me, they know. So you want to be on your best behavior. If you got a problem with locals, be humble and just bow out. Be respectful.
Yo, E, that's a great point you made, man. Let me piggyback on that. Just on the simple fact of like knowing where your surroundings and whatnot. And I this happened to me by experience, a couple of times. Not to me personally, but like the guys who was around me, like brothers coming on their first trip or whatever, they get an all or things like you got to vet. Like say like especially if you're dealing with women for the most part, flirting, whatever you're doing, you got to be mindful. You got to vet them just to see where they're on, so you don't get caught up. You never know. Like, like when you see like these other YouTube videos and video clips coming out, like say in Colombia, how, the dude's just throwing money in the air like it's a strip. This ain't a rap video. Like, you get what I'm saying? And then you wonder why he got or he got robbed. Well, you painted a target on your back. So, of course, what you got the most expensive jewelry on, or, you're a loudmouth. You're bringing attention to yourself. You shouldn't be trying to bring attention to yourself. You already stand out. They know you're not from around there. So you don't really have to be nothing. Just be you and be cool, be chill. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's a good point, man, just from the simple fact of, especially if you ain't never been before, a lot of brothers, they get overwhelmed. And some of them, they can't handle it. They don't have the mindset. They don't have the mannerism, if you will, to handle all that. And, they blow up. So.
Well,
yeah.
You first,
and that's a good thing about the group trips, because we can kind of, the group trips, the vets can kind of help nip that in the bud and answer questions. For the rookies, this is like OJT. You getting on the job training, and we the supervisors. So we letting you know, hey, you got a question, come to us, because we've been here and we can probably answer the question for you. Like Chaz said, rookies going to get overwhelmed, but we're here to help you through that transition. And that's another benefit of being on a BMO group trip, because you're not down there by yourself trying to figure out where to go, what to do. You got brothers that have been there numerous times and brothers that actually live there. We have boots on the ground. So all of that just makes it a lot easier for you to transition. Your first trip may feel like your fifth trip because you have so much information readily available and experience on these trips. Like we have 7 vets that are going this time around, and that's a good number for 22 people. So you basically got a 2-to-1 ratio, and we've had larger groups with smaller number of vets and still were able to move. So this is going to be more intense and more in-depth. And like I said, it's just better because you get your questions answered right then and there. And it keeps you out of getting in some trouble that you write a check your ass can't cash. And you don't want to be on TV locked up abroad.
No, you don't. You don't. Yeah, just conduct yourself in a way, in a manner where you feel like you're welcome back. People tell you, hey, come back and see us again. And it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. So I know a lot of us have that, different mentalities based on what state we repping. It's not where you're from, it's where you're at. So you're going to be in a foreign land, and you don't quite know the rules. So I would just, move in a way where I'm learning. I'm learning, and I'm observing, and I got some vets around me where I can ask questions so I can know how to move in a manner where it's not causing any harm to myself or doing anything to disturb your trip, because you paid your money to come out there, and you want to make sure you enjoy yourself, and you don't want to be have somebody knock you off of that block. And like you said, you don't want to be locked up abroad because, I can't help you. I don't know your mama's number. I don't know your mama's name.
I can't help you. I swear I can't.
Yeah, I don't know who to call to tell you, hey, he needs some bread out here. I don't know what to tell you, but if you want to send it to my Cash App, here it is. And let's see what happens from there.
Man, I don't know what it is about certain people, man. When you be going out there and traveling and whatnot, man, you're spending money, man. You're spending hard-earned money, as the case may be, And for those that go out there, you know, that act rambunctious or foolish, like, what's the point? Like, what are you trying to prove? You know, especially when you're talking about, like, it ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. You know, some people, they get in their ego so much to the point where they carry their ego from, like I said, that Western mindset or the Matrix mindset, and they try to take it everywhere else, and then there you go, they're not succeeding, they're failing.
Yeah, like you said, they get overwhelmed. They get out there to see how beautiful it is, and Brazil is not a third world country. I don't care what anybody says. I've seen some rough parts in America. Maybe you say, damn, is America third world or what? But Brazil is beautiful, gorgeous landscape, and you might get overwhelmed a little bit, man, but just take it in. Just take it in. Take a deep breath and say, man, you know what, man? I used to hang out in the club or I was on the block, but now, you know, I met some cool brothers. I joined a nice group, man, and networking, and brothers got me abroad, got me out here in Brazil, and I'm learning some stuff. You know, how can I do it again? And you know, when's the next trip? I want to team up with you brothers again. And, you know, I appreciate everything you should. Just take it in. Just take it in. And, you know, it's not your last trip. I guarantee it won't be your last trip. But it's for the rookies that's going out there. It won't be your last trip. So just take it all in and start preparing yourself for when you want to come back again. And that's some sound advice right there. So you don't want to do anything that's going to hurt you. Because, you know, we cool and all, but, you know, don't ask me to sign no paperwork or nothing. Your ass, I don't know what's going on. So you can go be in bad shape. I'm keeping it 100 with you. We can talk all day and all that shit. I'll tell you how to move and this and that, but don't get yourself in a situation like that. And who going to sign paperwork for him? And I don't know nothing about none of that. Yeah. And next tip I would bring up, man, I don't know if he signed up yet for the trip or not, but brother called me up, man, and told me he got all his Versace shit. And I want to rock that. I said, well, you're going to sweat that shit out. And that shit going to be stained up. And you'll be done with that. But it's not needed. Jewelry, watches, gold chains, and all that stuff, I don't recommend bringing that stuff. It's not needed. It's not needed. I don't know if you plan on impressing anybody or something like that, or you figure you got to impress the women and all that stuff. It's not needed. It's not needed. I know some of you brothers flashy, like to get down. You just bring more attention to yourself, and when you're out having a good time, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know who's watching you, and you know, especially when you're drinking and having a good time, is not needed. Like I always say this: I rock my Snoopy, Woody Woodpecker T-shirts, and I bring a few little golf shirts and shit. That you know, I don't have to get fresh to death and get my flip flops on. Now, one way, Negro, he's special. He's been out there for a while, so he knows how to move. He know how to. He's been out there for a while, so he know how to move. He switch it up. But if you're a rookie, just watch Runway. Just watch him, and then next time you go out there, you'll see how to do that.
Yeah, and like I said, the big thing is just like I said, be yourself. You don't really, like I said, you don't have to have the jewelry. Leave your gold chains and all that other stuff at home. Just dress accordingly. Be comfortable, and just be you. If you got your own little style, then be you. But I can tell you, you ain't finna compete with Runway, so you just might as well just leave that at home. Just be yourself.
Yeah.
If you
if you look at the compete with him, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, but
you ain't gonna have that nigga gonna change on you in mid trip. You go out to an event, you done changed 3 times.
Man, didn't he just have a blue shirt on?
Exactly.
He keep a stash on him. He keep an extra shirt, pair of slacks on him. So don't fool with him. But he a vet though, so he know what he's doing.
Yeah, he a vet.
But
though.
it's not needed. You can get you some jeans. Jeans. You go because we got an outing at the club. Get you some jeans. Whatever little kicks and stuff you want to rock. You want to rock your Jordans? Well, go ahead, rock your Jordans. But a lot of that stuff is not needed. And you'll see once you get out there and you be around locals and stuff that shit is not needed. You're the prize at the end of the day. You're the prize. So that's all I can say. That's all I can say on that. If anybody want to add something else, that's all I got to say on that.
But now, what I will say though is, now get your smell good game up. Now, that's one thing that they respond to. You know, you can look plain Jane, whatnot, be dressed down, but you got to get you some smell good. You clean, wash your ass, you know, deodorant, the regular. But if you got some of that nice, good smelling cologne, man,
yeah,
when you pop the top, the panties drop. Now, I'm telling you, you got to have some of that.
Yeah, I got a little arsenal. I got a little arsenal there, too. Yeah, get your smell good game up. He's 100% on that. Get your smell good game up, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
I put that Tom Ford over some Snoopy. And that Snoopy shirt on. Put Tom Ford on that.
Look at. Don't tell everybody about that Tom Ford now. Everybody can't, you know. Depending on which one works for you. I got my personal favorite, so you know.
Yeah, you right. I got a few chicks up my sleeve, but we'll see it. Damn, that motherfucker smell good there. Yeah, so get your smell good game up, man, and you'll be all right. Now, quick question for GM. GM, you still on the line?
Did he dip off?
He clipped out again.
Okay, I wanted him if he can give a quick update on just on the environment out there. How what Brazil is looking like. What my man said. What was that? The Predator. I'm gonna have me some fun.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have me some fun.
Right?
Yeah, Bill.
I'm gonna have me some fun.
Bill Duke, man, the great Bill Duke.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Man, so they, that's basically what I can tell you, man, is one thing I would say this here too, to guys coming out. Usually I get a lot of water. I go buy bottled water and stuff, and I use that to brush my teeth. I don't use that faucet water to brush my teeth. Had a bad experience with the stomach one time. I don't know, maybe it was just me because I had some other stuff, but I don't drink the water there. I use bottled water. So I don't know if that any of you guys experienced that, but even to brush my teeth and everything, I don't use the tap water there.
Yeah. First thing I do when I land. Go ahead.
I was just about to tell you about experience, man. That's how I learned that even though it was years ago, man. When I went to Mexico, they always say don't drink the water, but sometimes, when in Rome, you do the Romans do, and I brushed my teeth with it. I didn't drink it, digest like that. I just brushed my teeth with it, and I caught one of those horrible stomach aches and whatnot. So I had to go ahead and flush that out, man. So yeah, man, when you guys be traveling and whatnot, essentially as soon as you get off the plane and you get your, hopefully you get, like I said, you get an apartment, man. Drop all your stuff, make sure everything is intact, safe. Hit that corner stove where they have the grocery store at, man. Get you some water for the fridge. Get you some fruit, chips, lunch meat, whatever you're into. So get yourself straight. Make sure you got stuff at home first, or where you're staying at, rather.
Yeah, that exactly. You definitely want to have that water and stuff because you're going to be drinking a lot of it. And to reiterate, guys, if you're not used to walking 3, 4, 5 miles a day, my advice to you right now is start, because you will walk more in these next 7 to 10 days than you have probably most of the year. On our last trip, me and Runway, we walked over 90 miles. And you don't even realize that you're walking that far because you're having such a good time. But if you're not in shape and you got problems, I'm telling you right now, you still got 50 days.
How many miles?
90 miles.
Over 90.
What was
that? Would you go to São Paulo?
90 miles.
Walk to São Paulo?
Well, no. We were in. We went to Belo first, but even still, just over our entire trip, we walked over 90 miles, and you don't realize that because you're walking and you're having a good time. But if you're not in any kind of shape to walk that far, day in and day out, please start. Start getting your diet in order. Start drinking a bunch of water. I cut back on the alcohol, the partying and stuff, because if you can't walk 3 or 4 miles a day consistently for 7 to 8 days, then you're going to have problems. So just a warning, guys, get ready. The vets will tell you, hey, you do a lot of walking. Make sure you bring your shoes. You have inserts because they're comfortable and you're going to be doing a lot of standing, a lot of walking. And if you, like I said, if you're not used to it, then please start. And don't tell me it's because you're older. You know, we had a guy that came on a trip. He had a walker, and he was still hanging with us. So,
that's my pop.
Age ain't nothing but a number. Yeah. Pops came. Yeah, so he still was able to handle business. So there's no excuse for you not being able to do it too.
You know what? Me and Ralphie used to walk all the way to almost up to Vidigal, through Lemon, past Ipanema and all that stuff, man. And some cats said, "Yo, let me walk with y'all." And we said, "Cool, man." We started walking. And next thing I know, they was flagging down cabs. Shit, it's too much, man. I got to get back. I said, man, come on, man. We didn't even make it there. Fuck that. So, yeah, walking, man. Get your water. Do a little leg work, man, so you don't blow no tie out. And, yeah, plenty of water, man, and get some exercise. Because it's a beautiful country, man, and the scenery will get you, and you will enjoy the walk. If you're in any kind of decent shape, man, you got any kind of leg strength underneath you, you will enjoy the walk. As you're walking, you'll see it, man, and you'll have a good time.
Yes, I agree with that, man. That's how you learn stuff. That's how you learn streets. That's how you learn what stuff is. And then next thing you know, when somebody else asks you, "Oh, I know where that place is. It's right around the Black Hills, right down the street here." So yeah, I'm with y'all guys on that. I'm definitely a walker. You know, I guess that's why y'all say I'm always disappearing on the group trip.
Yeah, but that's not why you disappeared.
Well,
yeah, that ain't why you disappeared.
Yeah, I know. But
did Don sign up for this trip? Don?
Don did not.
Oh man, because
Don did not.
He'll walk all over, find a good food spot. Don will come back and tell you, "Hey man, food spot 4 miles up that way to the left. Let's go." Yeah, he'll sort out some good food spots. So, damn, I'm gonna miss Don on this one.
Yeah. He said he couldn't come this time around, but he just got finished doing a 21-day water fast with a little 12-day cleanse, and so he is
okay.
He's prepping for Thailand. Yeah, he's prepping for Thailand.
Oh man, fuck Thailand. Oh man.
Come on, Coach, man. Ain't no wrong with Thailand.
Let's go somewhere else, man. Let's go somewhere else. I go to Mexico first.
Oh man.
Fuck it, I go to Mexico.
Coach still can't get over the fact that they said, Black like your friend.
Listen, man, that shit cut deep, man. Had me questioning some shit.
Oh, racist ass is over there.
Nah, that shit hit me different than it hit you. I'm a little bit older. That shit hit me. I'm a rider for my culture, for my people. The motherfucker was questioning my color like that. Shit. I didn't catch a charge out there. I damn near came close. Friends stopped me from catching a charge. God damn, friends, come on, Greeze. You don't want to be out here in no motherfucking Thailand jail. Because I heard they whoop your ass out there.
Yeah.
With them bamboo sticks.
They will.
I seen the video.
Yeah.
Cut that motherfucker ass cheek over with a bamboo stick. I don't want none of that shit.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you don't want none of that at all.
No, sir.
At all. So. But like I said, man, I think this trip is going to be a great experience. I think we have a very colorful assortment of people, different backgrounds, and those things always make the trip very interesting. And another thing, too, if you're a rookie and you get a nickname, that's your nickname. If you don't like it, it don't matter. This is just like a fraternity. You're going to do something on the trip, you're going to get a nickname. It is what it is. It's a term of endearment.
It's going to be organic.
Just embrace it.
It's going to be organic.
Yeah. It's going to be organic, and it's going to be something that you pick up from the trip. And trust me, we all got them. I got 3. Somebody else in the group, he got 7. Honey Love.
Boy, you know you doing a lot of shit when you got that many nicknames, right?
Yeah. He got 7. Yeah. Honey Love got 6 other aliases.
Honey Love.
But
I got him covered. This.
I got
him a box of honey, man. So when he got right there, that's my gift to him.
Yeah, well, he gonna need it. He gonna need it.
Yeah, I got him a box of honey, man. So he'd be all right. Phone calls I've been getting. I mean, they had me on the phone for about hours. And,
yeah.
You know, I told them I can't. You know, I can't just. You know, it's heaven. I don't know how to describe heaven to you, except that you know you just got to go.
Right.
You just gotta go, and you know you take it on there for yourself, man. So you're gonna have a good time, like you said, especially from the mental health aspect of it, just to get away from this shit for a minute. Because you know I can't even turn on the TV without hearing COVID. It's not like the goddamn boogeyman outside. Nobody got an answer for him and shit. We just running rampant and shit. And so for me, I'm looking forward to get away, man, just for the mental health of it. For the rookies, we have, you know, it's a rule we have within the group, man. Especially, it's more lenient on the vets because they've been there for so long and they have developed friendships and relationships and friendship with people, and they come back. But for the rookies, I don't recommend holding. I know you guys don't know what that means, but when you get out there, I'll explain it to you. You'll hear a lot of guys tell you, "Come on, man, no holding." And when we say that, it's in your best interest. You know what I mean? Because we try to move around, and we may know some things that you might not know from being out there for a while, and tell you, quit holding, and you'll get the meaning of that. Now the vets have been out there for a while. They develop friendships and know some people and stuff, so kind of leaning on them because they build up to that. But your first time out, you don't want to hold. You want to be able to get your hips around, keep moving so you can enjoy your trip. And, just cut back on the holding. We'll tell you when you're holding. And, we will all be able to communicate with each other because sometimes brothers disappear. You don't know where they're at for days. I've seen some hold for days. You're like, damn, you seen him? Damn, where he been? And they pop back up on the toilet like, damn, I ain't seen no boy. He hold for 4 days straight.
That's some good advice.
Yeah,
right,
exactly. You miss out on a lot of stuff, man. Trust me. You won't come back on the hold. Remember Big Boy? Big Boy hold for 4 days straight. We didn't see him for 4 days.
Right.
Came out looking like Michael Jackson from Thriller. He popped up out of there. God damn, boy, get you some water.
Like, damn,
get you some water. Get you some water. Straight water. God damn, you dehydrated, man. Where you been? They pop up. And he missed out on a lot of stuff. And at the end of the day, he wish he wasn't holding. Get the experience first. Then you want to go back and hold, but get the experience first.
Yeah, exactly. And and pace yourself. It's a new experience for you, and you're gonna see some things, and just understand it's a process. Just pace yourself, and let us guide you. Don't get overwhelmed. Well, you're gonna get overwhelmed, but we're gonna help you understand why you feel a certain way and how you can make this transition a lot easier. And then we'll let you loose. But we just want to make sure that you understand the rules before you go out there, because sometimes, y'all start acting like fat bitches at the Golden Corral. Y'all just want to hit the door and just go through and go straight to the buffet. Hold up. You need a fork, some napkins, get you a drink, sit down at the table, and we're going to explain to you what to get. Get your salad first, slow down, get your little appetizer, then you can move to the full course. You're trying to go straight to the buffet and jump everybody else, you're going to be full early, and then you're going to see something else from the buffet you want, and you ain't got no room for it.
Yeah, 100.
All right,
we got about five minutes left on the show, man. Anybody, you want to start with the wrap up? And
just go ahead and wrap up, and then we'll call it in. Where's the GM at? Ralph.
GM, you there?
He might be.
No, he poking on something. He brought something back with him.
Yeah.
Busy. All right, GM. Well,
all right.
Shout out for the GM, man, and let him go ahead and do his thing. E, anything you want to add before we leave?
Start getting your stuff together, packing, just kind of get a mindset of what you're going to take. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, I would go ahead and seriously start locking that in. If you need help with Airbnb or apartment, contact myself or Greeze or Ralphie, and we'll steer you in the right direction. Another thing real quick that we didn't touch on, if you are going to bring a debit card and or a credit card, bring a backup card just in case, and have you some cash, like Coach said, but just kind of bring a backup card, a backup credit card, backup cash, and make a color copy of your passport and keep that on you, and keep your passport in the room. You don't want to carry your passport on you when you're out and about. Once you get off that plane and you get secure in your room, you want your passport to be secure in your room. But you want to carry a copy of your passport, a color copy of your passport, and keep that in your wallet. That way, if you have a problem and you need to be identified, you can always give them that, and that'll be sufficient. But other than that, we're here for you. If you have any questions, I know you're excited, just hit us up. And we're probably going to have another Zoom call next Monday just to get things finalized. But, I look forward to meeting all you brothers, and we're going to have a wonderful time. So just thank you for trusting us to show you Brazil, and we hope you come back.
All right, there you have it. Thank you, E. Chazzo, anything you want to add before we break out of here?
Okay. No, man, what I was about to say is, man, y'all pretty much nipped everything in the bud, man, and I agree with all you guys. And, of course, y'all can hit me up as well for the people that's listening or whatnot, but for the most part, man, just, get prepared. Like I said, think about all the tips that we gave y'all tonight, and, just be ready to have fun, because this is your time, your vacation, your time off, getting out of the matrix. And of all things, man, just use common sense, being aware of your surroundings, man, and you'll be, for the most part, you should be fine.
All right, there you have it. Thanks, Chad. Yeah, any questions with the Airbnb, whatever, just hit me up, man. DM me if you want to know how much bread to bring, and you want to party with Greeze. You have to have at least about 5 with you. You need about 5 racks with you. You want to hang with me. I go hard in the paint. I'm not traveling 5,000 miles to pinch pennies or sit in a room, but that's my budget. That's my budget. And at that rate, at 5-1, I gets it in. So look forward to seeing you brothers out there. Like you said, got 45 days away, man. Start getting your stuff in order. Any questions, man, hit me up, DM me. Be glad to help you, man. Peace, brother. See you soon.